Hello and welcome back to Roll Call.
Roll.
Whatever that thing we're doing. We're doing a show right now.
Something call.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We're so excited. We're so happy you can be here for this. Back at it again with everyone here this time. Yay! Oh, and finally a visit of one of their cats. Cat on
Oh.
stream.
Well, hi, Taco. I didn't realize you were on camera.
Yeah, we've introduced. Everyone's met my cats, so now now you can.
Soren and Chet.
I mean, to
three.
be fair, most people have seen my cats on the vampire stream. So.
That's Taco.
That's Taco. That's right.
She has eyebrows. She has eyebrows. Anyway, all right. So now we've had Tabaxi distraction. So before we get into it, as usual, we're gonna pass it around the table. So Tristan, if you want to take it away.
Sure. Come here, Taco. Oh, you meant the
No,
show.
don't take the cat away.
So last week we played D&D. Go figure.
Wow.
That meant the video was posted on YouTube on Monday. Also last week, because we saw Brandon play something else, right? Was it last week?
Yes, it was last Saturday. The Reckoning.
If we talk about the full grand scheme of things, Friday we played D&D. Saturday we saw Brandon scared shitless playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Monday was our video on YouTube, and then that meant on Thursday was History Check, talking about the last episode, bringing us to today, which means the next week this video will go on YouTube on Monday, and then History Check on Thursday, and then playing again Friday.
Yay!
Also, if you like other streams for TTRPGs, you should check out Vampire the Masquerade tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the RPG table. That link is in chat. Like he said, you can always check out our DM Brandon on his private channel, Tragic Backstory. Going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus while he's in the process of moving, but should be starting back up again in a couple months. You can also, if you like shiny click-clack math rocks that make the click-clack sound, Nerdy Encounters has a private shop for custom sets, both the standard 7 set for D20 and then the Vampire the Masquerade dice. She custom makes those. So all those links are there. That's my spiel. Take it away.
So, just a small correction to Tristan. We will not be playing Friday.
No stream next week.
We'll be moving, and our the computer will be. You can't really stream without it.
I've lost all sense of days with quarantine, so the dates mean nothing.
Day number 182.
Day number
purple.
redacted.
Day
Hello
number
there.
Chet Boom.
Boom.
Angel from my nightmares.
Doon doon doon. And the points don't matter. All right, so let's get back into it. Where we last left off, our heroes, upon leaving the capital and arriving at the summer home, greeted with bags over their head by one of the Eladrin elves, Ivy, the spring Eladrin elf who led them through. Only one of you knows the pathway, though, because they had a second set of eyes they could see through.
Technically, no. Remember, Squidge was a bat. It's echolocation, so only Squidge.
Oh yeah, so Squidge can get you back there.
Yep.
You became a little more settled around the compound. Chet was led around the compound and the security features by Cole, being fairly assured of its safety, still kind of the paranoia setting in to protect Morena. While Soren and Hemnes kind of got their yolk on and got swole with some too much protein powder. Working out and enjoying the Alaskan king-sized bed, and was challenged to a good old-fashioned MMA fight against Bay, the summer Eladrin elf. Cole is the winter Eladrin elf, and Amber is the autumn Eladrin elf, and they are the 4 caretakers / protectors of the area. And with its constant summertime and valuables and it being royal property. Morena, at the end of our session, was spending time with Chet as he was getting ready to sleep until the night. And Morena had decided to, if Chet was going to do it, and put himself through it, Morena was going to be there for him and do the same. So, we come back as Chet and Morena are getting ready for their 8-hour long rest. Is there anything you guys want to do beforehand? Anything you guys want to say, do, prepare, or just go tiny hut in?
Blossoming love.
Oh, well, it wouldn't be tiny hut, actually, technically.
Zone of paranoia.
It would be private sanctum.
Private sanctum, there it is. Yeah, they're different. That's right. Tiny hut's kind of a bubble. So,
yeah, because remember, I had already cast it.
Yeah.
So I had it for that divination spells and no teleportation. And...
Yeah, I just want to make sure that if that was all you're going to do, then you two can take your 8-hour long rest. And then we'll come back to you guys at 11. So y'all go sleep. So then we're going to go to Soren and Hemnes. As their dinner's getting ready. You guys have the walk of the compound to go around. If there's anything you want to explore, anyone you want to talk to, Nana is crocheting off on the back deck, looking out at the pristine water pond.
I imagine Soren would ask to see Hemnes' room where he's staying, just because Hemnes spent a lot of time in Soren's room. He's like, well, let me just see where you're staying.
That's fair. I'm trying to be very careful because it looks like it, you know, there's some stuff I don't want to like necessarily mess with. So, yeah.
Yeah, you go. So you go into Hemnes' room, and you see it is adorned with the multiple youth-like things of the king's past. As you approach the globe once again, the topography raises up and becomes a 3-dimensional map of the area. There are the various carvings, the notebooks, the writings.
I want to take the kid picture, but I won't. And then Soren talking out loud.
Probably for the best.
I know, but I mean, look at it. It's even signed Archie.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
He's just proud of it, okay?
Well, fine. I'll leave it be for now. Well, I guess let's wander and see what else this place has.
As you wander around, you go through the multiple floors, the multiple wings. You see various different entertainment spaces. You see various libraries, tiny studies. You see an area that appears to be like an indoor archery little arena, kind of like an indoor inclement weather. If for whatever reason there was inclement weather, they could do indoor close-up dagger throwing archery. You do find the rolling rock lanes, where you see these crystalline gem-like pins sit there as the smooth stones to be rolled down the lane are ready to go. You see a fencing arena. You also see what appears to be a large creative space for like magic, where people can practice their magical spells, and there are piles of, there's like a puddle of water, there's an ongoing everflame, there's some wood, there's very like a small sapling tree. So there's all the different elements sitting there ready to be harnessed and used if a spellcaster is trying to learn for various spells. It also appears to be, that room appears to have thick like stone padding, and as you see, the stone has been scorched and scratched and hit and molded. You also see what appears to be clear large arcane runes into each panel of the wall, as if to nullify or dampen the magical forces so nothing explodes the house.
It's essentially a sparring room for
magic, for mages. Yeah.
Fair
There's the actual sparring area for the martial classes, and then there's the sparring area for the magic casters.
Fair enough.
You go in, and eventually you find the kitchen.
Oh, good.
The kitchen, Imagine the largest 5-star kitchen you've ever like seen on like TV or movies and stuff, and take it up as to a 6th star. Everything is enchanted or has some magical property where you see Amber in there cooking and preparing, and you see she's just waving her hand and things are moving. A large pot of bubbling water shifts itself off of the heat to the bubble, like the boiling stops as she takes over and puts in a large amount of cut up cubed potatoes to make the mashed potatoes for the hometown meal she's cooking for you all, since you wanted beaten potatoes. You wanted you see there.
Wow. So Soren and Hamney said whatever's easy.
Yes, and it's meat and potatoes. You see Cole is also in there helping. He has a large butcher's knife, and he's going through and like hacking and cleaning off the meat from the bone as he's seasoning it. Ivy is also in there. You see with her druidic magic, she takes some seeds for, various herbs and druid, so they grow, and then plucks what she needs and cuts it up and crafts it around so the spices are as fresh as can be. You don't see Bailey though, but it's those three cooking the meal, preparing the sides, the meat, the potatoes, getting all the different things set up. Cole looks, he's not in his formal clothes he was wearing before. He's wearing more of relaxed fit clothes. But even when he moves, it sounds as if there's chain on him still, even though you can't see it. He's
Visimail.
kind of. It's a special set of armor. He looks and goes, "Oh, dinner will be ready soon." Right, Amber? Yeah. We're just getting started. It shouldn't take too long. You guys can go relax. I can go get a drink or two for you guys if you guys want some tea or something. As she's looking at you, but also like maneuvering like things with magic and like cutting.
Okay. I mean, we've just been exploring. But I guess I do have a random kind of assortment of questions.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. She's like looking at you, just like.
Clearly, you have an abundance of things, and I couldn't help but notice the bee house outside. Do you guys have a supply of honey that I could possibly take or use?
You see Ivy perk up. Oh, you want some of the honey? Okay, so what we can do is we can go to the cellar where we have some of the honey stored in jars. That's also where we have our family likes to brew our own alcohol, but we make regular, like just like a nice semi hoppy beer. It's the hops are real easy to get, and she like druid craft. If there's anything you need, just go ahead and help yourself. Just try and leave don't use all the honey. We do use that for various things around. Is there a specific like flower of honey, like honey from a certain flower, or is there like a certain like consistency you want, or?
Well, my intent is, and he'll look at Hemnes. I was going to show Hemnes here how I make mead while we were in our downtime here, and I mean, I guess it would depend on the selection of honey you have, if you have more.
We have about 4 types of different honeys from different flowers. I handle all that. Certain honeys go better with certain foods and get mixed into certain things better. So, are you looking for like a sweeter or a drier, or like a stronger?
He'll look at Hemnes. Do you have a preference as far as flavor profile?
Ivy's just completely stopped cooking at this point. She's just focused on you guys.
No. Surprise me.
Well, why don't I would say maybe a sweeter that mixes well with fruit. Why don't I try to make a version of dragon's blood that's a cherry base? How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay, so all right, I know just the honey. You guys are gonna take care of this, right? And Cole's like, yeah, sure, and just puts down the knife as he starts braising some of the meat. I was like, okay, I'll be right back. How many jars do you need?
Well, let's start with a couple of bottles. So,
They're about 2 pounds in a bottle in a jar.
now I'm trying to test my own knowledge of like how many pounds of honey per gallon. I want to say I think it's two. No, it's 3 pounds of honey for a gallon. I think. We'll just say in this universe it's 2 pounds for a gallon. So we'll say what I'll make 2 gallons of mead. So I have. So I was like, I mean, I guess 2 jars would be.
All right, I will be right back. And she just like traipses off, just. Do-do-do-do-do. You see, she's like merrily skipping as she goes.
Yeah. Someone will turn to him and he's be like, "Well, you didn't know I made mead until the other day, and I'm not sure how well versed you are in the creation of said beverages of alcoholic nature. So I thought maybe it'd be fun to show you how I do it."
Usually I just partake, but this will be interesting.
Yeah, it's always good to know where your food comes from. Because if you know, if it has calories, it's a food.
I don't have it here anymore, but I instinctually went to look at the thing that's no longer there.
Sorn courting Cal when she's not there.
In our hearts and our alcohol.
And Sorn's heart and alcohol.
Long may she drink.
You just hear, are you talking about me?
Cal
the hell?
Someone's talking about alcohol.
Wait, I heard you were talking shit.
So she comes back a few minutes later, after going all the way down to the cellar, comes up with 2-pound jars and goes, "All right, here you go."
Well, thank you so very much. Is there a place I can acquire said good fresh water for this?
Actually, if you want to go, you can use the brewing area that's at the back of the house. It's gonna be on your left side, the back of the house. You're gonna go you're gonna go back as far as you can until you reach a large door heading outside, and there's gonna be a left and a right. Go left, and then take your first right, and you're gonna go down a few stairs, and you're gonna be where we brew the alcohol.
Excellent. Thank you so very much. I guess if you don't see us, that's where we'll be for whenever everyone is ready to eat.
Okay. I'll just do an announcement around the building, except for Chet's room because he's sleeping.
That's right. There's an intercom. I forgot about that. Okay.
All right.
Shall we?
We shall.
Okay, so you take the few minute walk it takes as you walk through the beautiful house. You see all the different art. You see different arts of wars and battle paintings, as well as beautiful like scenic photos, beautiful illustrations of various monsters of mythology. It's pretty much you're going through like a museum. You make your way back to the brewing room, and you see there are 2 large tanks that appear to be brewing right now. There is a mead making kit. They don't ever use it, but
They're getting used today. Ooh, does that mean I don't have to use my brewing materials?
nope.
I can keep those for another day. Frugal.
Yes, that's what I think when I think of Soren. Frugal.
He doesn't spend that much money. He splurged like once.
That's all it takes.
Hey, it was a piece of a deck of Odin's boat. All right.
So, I need you to make me a, let's say history check with advantage because you've made alcohol before.
Okay. That is 17.
All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You take a bit to finagle with their system, their brewing kit. It's slightly different. It's a little bit nicer. Um,
I'm used to just rustic shit.
so you take a little bit of like, okay, where does this hose go? Where's this? Why is this hose here? Why is it here?
Oh wait, it's that. Okay.
It's not just a jar. It's an actual like vatted container that you're making this stuff
Right.
in, and it has the thing where it'll manage and burp itself when needed, if needed. So it's a whole thing where we're just like, this is a little more fancy.
Like that uses the gallon jugs with the balloon on top versus someone who has the actual full kit with the barometer.
Yep. So you take them, you get it set up. Now roll me a sleight of hand with advantage to make sure you add the right of the yeast, what the fruits, the sugars, everything. Hemnies, you're just watching all of this, someone just being like, what'd you get?
Hey Sam, you want to look at this for a hot second?
Oh, fuck.
What?
A double nat 20.
Damn. So, odds are even to see if the universe implodes. And thank you guys so much for watching.
Thorn kills the world with good mead.
So, all war's over. There's no more fighting. The mead's perfect.
Hey!
So you mix everything perfectly, like literally to the last like milliliter. You're just like everything's mixed perfectly. You put in the right yeast. You put in all the different things you want to add to it. You said you want to do like a cherry based.
Yeah, it's usually referred to as Viking's blood, but we'll call it Dragon's blood for this sake. I was gonna go with cherry would be the dominant flavor, and maybe like a raspberry side to it as well.
All right. So that's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
To get there, but
Well, yeah.
it's not going to be done by the time that you leave in a week, but you're always welcome to come back and grab it.
Or they'll be delivered at one point.
We just get it out of here.
It's like it's been sitting down here forever. But as I'm doing it, I would be, it's not like he's going to learn how to do it now. But I'm just like, this is how I make mead. This is a bit nice, and I got a lot of really nice material here. This is different. So this is the best situation I possibly can have for this.
So, Amnes, you pretty much learn that you have a walking brewery with you.
Good to know.
Good to know. All right, so you all eventually, midway through doing this, you two get the alert that dinner will be ready shortly. About when you're finished, you head back over. You get everything nice and set up for how it's just going to sit there and take care of itself. You don't have to do anything. And so when you go back to dinner, you see all four of them are there waiting for you. They haven't sat down. The food is on the table. Nana's there. As Ivy and Amber go around and pull your chairs out for you.
Oh, jeez, I'll never get used to the fancy life.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And they push you back in. Cole, lady. Now, aren't you just a little peach? And just slides in. Nana's at the head of the table. Cole's at the other head of the table.
That's fine. I'm
So-
not questioning that at all.
So you all are seated. Ivy goes, okay, so we've already prepared the side plates to be ready for Chet and Miranda whenever they wake up. So don't have to worry about them. You can eat as much as you want. You see it as a large bowl of nice, mashed potatoes. They're a little more rustic. They're kind of like semi-smashed potatoes. They're nice and seasoned. The meat you have are like large chunks of steak with some pork, and then some various chicken dishes. You're pretty much for sides. You see the traditional sides, like some salad, some some beans, some. It's as home down meal as you can get from what they've made. So
looks like we're gonna dig in.
And you guys have your fill. It is wonderful, grade A stuff. You're at dinner with them. Is there anything you want to talk about with them?
I thought I would. Now I'm spacing.
You see, every time you take another thing of food, Sorn, Bay is also taking another piece of food.
She's got to bulk up for tomorrow to kick my ass.
Bay's just like, you and me, man.
As far as the fight tomorrow, or as far as eating consumption of food today? What are we... I'm just verifying. Because whereas I'm prepared for you to kick my ass tomorrow, I don't know if eating against me is a good idea.
How can I prove myself I don't beat you then?
Challenge.
You'll beat me tomorrow?
That's not the same.
You want to prove that you can eat more than me here?
Yeah, as Cole goes, why are you doing this here at the dinner table?
Vacation?
No, not to you, to Bay. Bay's...
like vacation?
No, Sorn, you can eat as much as you want. I don't care about you that well. If you want to hurt your stomach, you're allowed to.
Oh, okay.
Bay has to help me do night watch. But... Cole just looks. Fine. Next night I don't have to do night watch. You're going down, Sorn. And you can count on that.
We're just gonna have like a hot dog eating contest. Eaten from Unisonus, it's wool.
Ivy's just like, so, like, are you guys settling in okay?
I believe so. It'll be nice to have a bed that's for my size for once.
Bay just looks at you. Yes, I am so glad that you're able to have that bed. I really hope it treats you well. If you need any extra pillows or anything, let me know. We have some in the linen area.
And in the 8 other rooms.
Amber's gonna be like, so you guys find everything okay? I just want to make sure you guys everything's good.
We appreciate it. It is a breath of fresh air to be away from
The city?
the city. Yes. If you can't tell from the hide that I wear, I'm not one for city living. I'm a Goliath who grew up in the Badlands and spent a lot of time in the Badlands. And
Cole cuts you off and goes, we know.
I assumed you did. I assumed that you have intel on all of us in our past.
Oh yeah, we have dossiers on all of you.
I would say it's Parthon. I don't doubt that for a second.
I mean, it's good to know is who you're taking care of.
And that's a valid point, yes. I was just referring to the fact that it's all been very awkward or off-putting to be in such a
Hoity-toity.
Yes. I spend most of times in bars or heaps or in dungeons or fighting off.
God, I wish. And it's like, Dira, do you not like doing security? Not really. That's not really what I was trained for. It's not really what I planned on doing with my life, but you know, what can you do?
So, how did all of you come to be here, if you don't mind me asking?
Bay cuts off. Well, that's strictly confident. I'm just kidding. It's not. So, what we did. This is Amber. Years ago, we trained under Devin. And we've kind of been on, reserves for a while. We've been kept here because we're kind of like the secret weapon of the crown. We're what you would call the special forces.
I can see it.
That makes sense.
So we each have our own role to play. We're not like, heroes like you guys, but I mean, we do what we can. We don't go out and save the world. We just do whatever the king needs us to do. We don't really save people all that often. It's kind of more just covert ops or special things, or nothing fancy.
I would say that's fancy. I would say that's probably just as valuable as me being cannon fodder for some beast.
Uh,
Beasts with cannon.
Unique's working on it.
That's it. Artificer.
Yes.
Um,
You're dating a beast with cannons.
Blushes.
So like how we got started was a bunch of years, but not a bunch of years. I think Devin sounds old. This is Ivy. So like we got started. We were kind of left on our own after our parents were killed during one of the battles. They were in the army, and like our parents, so Devin took us in and trained us and taught us. He's kind of like our older big brother. No offense, Cole. Cole, none taken. Guy can kick my ass.
I was gonna say I have a feeling I can definitely tell that Devin trained you, Cole.
One day I'll beat him. Not as long as he has those gauntlets. Bay chimes up. Shut up, Bay.
Well, I mean, maybe if you could do like a dispel magic on it or something, and then he's without gauntlets. I mean, sure, you'd still put up a fight, but
Immediately, they look. No. So we're each trained in like our own special thing. I'm a druid. Ivy pops up. I mean, it could kind of just it kind of like goes with my nature, you know. Pun intended. Amber, and I'm I don't know if I'm kind of like shy a little bit. I would you consider more of like a ranger and like a behind the scenes rogue. Cole's a fighter, if you couldn't tell. Mm-hmm. I do one thing and I do one thing well. It's fight.
Yeah, that's about me. So I understand that.
And Bailey goes, and you're gonna find out about me tomorrow. Yeah.
Fair enough.
If you can't tell, she's kind of a like a little bit of a bard. Shut up, Ivy. You weren't saying anything, so it's rude not to talk to the guests like that.
No, I this is a random question, but as a druid, what is your, I guess, your nature focus? Because I've known one for the moon and one for the spores. Do you have a part of nature that you connect with the most?
She does.
And my mama. That's right, my mother was a druid.
Yes.
And my
Yes.
aunt too, isn't she?
Yes.
That's right. Well, I guess I'm also
Of your mother.
That was like 2 years ago. We're lucky I remember I have parents.
Wow. Okay. Good to know. You just forgot you have parents.
It was a while.
It was like
back.
2 years in real life playing.
Right.
You heard him. You got to Batman him.
I already did.
He already killed my dad. So, what
Yeah.
was my mom's druidic focus?
Circle of the Land
That's right.
for the Badlands.
Circle of your mother.
You're on Circle of the Shepherd.
That's right.
So, you see, Ivy will go. Well, I mean, we don't have to worry about it tonight. It's fine. And she is going to. And you see different diodes on her body begin to light up as a constellation of stars appears within her body, as she becomes an ethereal sight of stars.
Well, that's new.
My druid. I mean, I love spring and I love the growth and renewal and rebirth, but up there is just, there's so much natural order happening up there, and every day a star is being reborn or things are changing in the great cosmos of life, and I just feel that within me.
I can appreciate that. I just knew a druid that yelled at the moon all the time, and they didn't seem so cool.
I there's nothing
Where's my shade fan? Hold on.
there's nothing wrong with with moon druids.
No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong. I just meant him as an individual. He wild shaped, and then he yelled at the moon.
I mean, some people have a love-hate relationship with their focus.
I guess it's true.
So, yeah, that's me. I guess
Out there.
I yeah, right. Like, it's somewhere. Like, who knows what's gonna hang down from the stars? Hint: there's a whole thing in D&D called Spelljammer where people fly around in spaceships. It's an actual thing. And Amber's gonna be like, well, I guess we're kind of just doing our thing, huh?
Well, I mean, if you'd like to share, I mean, I've known a ranger who specialized in demons, and he had a lovely pet panther.
Well, I'm kind of like, okay, so I kind of have sticky fingers. This is Amber. I kind of have like sticky fingers. I'm a real good thief. You guys actually didn't know, so I was following you around for a while in case you needed me. She has a plus 15. She rolled a nat 20. She was a ghost. I also, is everyone finished eating? Everyone good? Okay, I just want to make sure. She's gonna back away from the table, and she's gonna be like, and you see a swarm of like fey-like insects appear at her feet as spiders just cascade around her.
Oh.
I'm kind of like the keeper of like the swarm, kind of like with fall, like, there's like the spooky spiders and things. I don't know. I really like it, so I keep us.
Spiders, Hemneys, it's okay. Don't be so afraid. It's just like that haunted house. It's okay.
Are you afraid of spiders? I'm so sorry.
No. I am just teasing him because when we were in the city, we went to the circus that was there, and they had a haunted attraction, and very many of our party were afraid.
Oh.
You guys have fought monsters and evil people and demons and stuff. Why are you afraid?
I did a really good job.
What was that?
They did a really good job.
It was really spooky.
And so, being a protector of the crown, I have a few people I'm really good at fighting, and it's you guys. Humanoids and giants, but mostly humanoids.
Fair enough. So specifically me, being half giant and human.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was. While you were walking around looking at all your different like weak points and where your muscles would meet and things like that. Just in case, just not like it's just fascinating.
I'm a ragey barbarian. I get it.
I'm a real good shot with a bow. That's me. It's gonna go over to Cole. As an echo, just a second form of him just comes into existence. There you go. What's better than one of me, two of me?
It's a valid argument.
As he snaps it away. This sword, actually, I carry as he pulls one up, pulls the other one. This is actually was made for me. As one disappears, just as I have an echo, I'm able to pull from my own different dimension. As he flicks his blade and another one appears, so does my sword.
Huh.
The runes etched on it are runes that tether this sword from another timeline to mine.
Very effective.
As he'll sheath both of them.
And he'll turn to Bay and be like, I know, I'll find out tomorrow.
I mean, I could tell you what, since someone already spoiled the surprise.
No, I won't. You don't have to spoil anymore. I'll let you enjoy this.
I can let you know what my college was. There's only one thing you can take pride in, and that is the valor of battle. So, valor for me.
Now, just and this is totally unrelated, and I hope it's not too much of a personal question. You're clearly siblings, one of each season, and is that a normal thing, or were your parents
All of them stop. Cole, that is a conversation we're going to have with all four of you present.
Okay.
We were given instructions, and if someone asked that question, that was the response.
Okay, I was just trying to learn more.
I understand. This is Cole kind of drops his cold demeanor. I completely understand that might have thrown you off. Do not worry. We're not hiding anything from you. We will tell you in due time.
Okay.
There was a reason why we were chosen to be here.
Fair enough. I had only asked because I know another Eldrin elf who was with us for a while. As I'm sure you know, Leon.
What? Chet's gonna be like, he has this large messenger bag next to him. Opens it. I don't have that one.
Oh. Well, I guess if you guys are supposed to be knowledgeable of everything, then I mean he was a roguish Eldrin elf who was a mix of seasons.
Do you know where he was from?
Originally, I believe the other continent.
The north.
I'm trying to remember Leon's.
He's from the northern continent, up at the north.
Continent, yeah.
I thought that clan was neither here nor there. I'm glad to know there are more of us out there. What season was he?
He was summer and winter, if I remember correctly.
And then both Bailey and Cole lean in and almost in unison say, well, that's rather strange.
Yeah, I mean, he'd get angry and his skin tone would shift. And
he only ever went between the two?
That was the only two that we ever saw.
Interesting.
It was normally more of the grayish tones with his white hair, and when he would get frustrated or low in health in battle, as I would probably put it,
he'd get angry and more
fiery.
Yes. The flight or fight response tends to do that. So it's understandable. You should seeing Bailey do that is terrifying.
I can only imagine.
So, if that is all for the night, if anything else, if you have any other questions, please ask. That's the only one I will not answer for you.
Again, that's fair. I wasn't expecting a formal one. I guess I was expecting that. Well, we don't want to divulge that. That's our personal information. I was like, okay. The more formal answer threw me off.
Well, I mean, there's not really too much to hide. If you know about us as elves. But that's neither here nor there.
Right.
So, if you would all excuse Bailey and I, it's Bay and I. We will go and begin our nightly sweep. Amber and Ivy. Now, don't worry. Like it's gonna. You don't need to get any of your dishes. I'm gonna get them all. Don't worry. It's fine.
Are you sure? I'm sure we would both be happy to help.
Nana has fallen asleep.
That tracks.
She ate so good that she conked out.
She's like, it's past 6:30. It's bedtime.
Or I could escort Nana up to her bedroom as well.
Are you?
Well, that was Sorn thinking because again he was like, we could definitely help with dishes, and then hearing the snorts, like, or I could put Nana to bed.
Oh, you don't have to worry about the dishes. We have unseen servants for that.
Oh, okay. I feel bad and feel like I should be pulling my weight.
Doing a lot of pulling.
I'm only good for a few things.
So yeah, you are you gonna try and wake her, or are you just gonna let her be, and try and pick her up while she's asleep?
I have a feeling if I do that, Nana will spool me, and I will gently try to wake her first, and we'll see how much of a deep sleeper she
Okay,
is.
roll me a sleight of hand to do it gently.
Nana, wake up!
It's
Just-
like preemptive action of just like defense.
Nana,
That is 14.
Yeah, not the most smooth. Just, what do you do? Oh, I must have fallen asleep while. Well, that's it. She turns kind of like red. Well, that is mighty embarrassing.
The food was just that good.
Did Chet ever come down? I must have missed him.
No, Chet did not join us for the dinner.
Oh, well, then I'm gonna go to their room.
Okay.
So if you would excuse me. Thank you for the wonderful meal. It was simply divine. So good it knocked me right out. My body was taken care of and all when I was asleep. Oh, you're welcome, ma'am. It's our pleasure, our pleasure. As she'll walk off. So you two are alone as Ivy and Amber clear the table. It's around like 7:30.
Well, Hibnes, is there anything you would like to do?
Not particularly. Maybe I could go for like a quick walk to, loosen up.
Get things digesting and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, would you like company, or would you like to have some time to meditate and?
I'm fine with company if you want to come with me.
Okay. I don't want to intrude. I don't want to be alone. There's a lot of time with Chet and Morena being a couple and being alone. Don't really want to be in a big empty house by myself.
That's fair. Come along with me.
Okay.
I don't know where we're going.
Neither do I.
That way.
There you go anywhere beyond the
Is
border.
there a specific type of area you want to go to?
Not particularly. Just that way.
So you can go, I mean, there's the tree line, there's the pond with the gazebo and everything.
Let's go to the gazebo and the pond.
Okay, so you head out and it's the sun is almost set. It's going down. By the time you make your way out there, you walk out on the boardwalk as luminescent gems light the path. It's a beautifully made gazebo. It's more of a walnut color. The roof on it is very decorative, and it's not like one of those some of the gazebos where their roofs aren't actually like meant to block the rain. This one is like actually a roof. It's actually screened in one, so you can go in there. When you approach and get to the gazebo and you're looking at the water, I need both of you to roll perception checks.
That is another natural 20.
Okay, Beholder shoots you with the tie beam. Got it.
Fair enough. Well, that rolled from a 14 to a 20. Like I was like, here comes that 14.
What'd you get, Sean?
I rolled a 19 and I'm just looking out.
Oh, you're fine.
You see that there is water.
Well, no, you see in the center of the pond is what appears to be about that big, glowing in the shape of a large cube. It's glowing, and it glows a soft aqua blue. As you see, the water above that is the part where the fountain is going, and the pristine water is flowing from there.
All I'm hearing in my head is, go on in, Keith Speakgoat. You know, somewhere, somehow,
My oh my.
Do not.
there's someone shipping Hemneys and swords.
Sormneys.
Sormneys.
Excuse me, I have a kobold.
You do, and I have a betrothed.
It's me. I ship them.
You ship them.
Hern. Yeah. Hern.
Horn.
Horn.
Sorny.
Sore knees.
I got some sore knees. God bless it.
You stole that from me.
So yeah, you guys see that glowing off in the middle of the water. As you take the seats are there for you to sit in. The outside temperature is perfect and beautiful. The breeze that comes through is enough to keep the temperature mild and mellow. So it's not like you're sweating or it's not like you're cold. It's like the temperature. You hear the sounds of animals off in the distance, the rustling of raccoons and possums and the various wildlife that lives around. Cornelius is still dead.
Just
Dead Cornelius.
And bye, Hannah. As you all listen to the sound of the bullfrog, the woom, woom, and then the crickets chirping off in the distance. As if you guys look out with your perceptions, you do see some deer going across the open area on the other side of the pond, looking around, looking at eating some of the low-hanging fruit from the trees. And it is peaceful. It's probably the most peaceful it's been for you guys. And, well, for Hemnes, this is kind of right on par with some of the natural things you just found while exploring the world. Soren, on the other hand, who's been just...
the most peaceful he's been in ages.
This reminds you of when you and your mother as children, when you were a child with your siblings, would go to one of the water reserves. The mini oases.
Just do druid stuff.
Yep. So what are you guys going to do? Anything you want to talk about? You want to go in the water? You want to just walk around? Like, do you want to sit down? Go for a swim?
Can you swim?
Boy, howdy can he.
I guess that's right. You're still rather new. I can actually breathe underwater, so even if I can't swim, I'll always be fine.
Take a walk.
How does that work?
How does breathing underwater work, or? Well, part of it is because of my path with my barbaric nature and blessings with Thor. I am, as you've seen, I'm very attuned with storms, and a process of that is water and I are also pretty attuned, and because of that, I can breathe underwater, from what I can understand. So, like, I can just walk right in there and then just stand there.
Do you?
Like this? And just push it?
Make us. Are you fighting him on it?
Well, we'll say that he can roll for attack to see if he surprises me.
Yeah. Okay. You can't be surprised.
For flavor.
Okay. So roll on athletics. Not acrobatics. You can't like flip your way into this.
Right.
We'll
Sure,
say,
you can.
We'll say my AC is 60.
He just parkours off of
How?
him.
What's your weight?
Oh.
That's a nat one.
Like this?
So instead, you go to push. Soren goes, I wonder what's that, and you just whoop. Right off, you're just in.
Well, I have a feeling you didn't mean to do that, Hemnes. But
But water feels nice.
I was gonna say, well, if we're going to, and this one will take a couple steps back, and he'll do like a running, and he'll use the ring of jumping for a cannonball. Into
I'm like, oh jeez.
well, he would go over you because the ring of jumping looks like jumping.
Oh my god. Okay, so with your weight, using some quick maths and science, with your how high do you jump with the ring of jumping?
Well, I
It
won't
triples?
go full extent.
Okay, because if you're gonna do that, like, dear lord,
No, the goal is to clear Hemnes and hit a little bit more of the area where I'm not going to hit the ground if I go into it.
So you the water is not cold. It's not. It's like it's a little bit warm. So it's kind of like you're in a warm bath.
Okay. So yeah, he'll essentially cannonball over Hemnes to be like, "Well, you're right. The water feels great. Well, let's see what's on the bottom of this thing," and he'll just allow himself to sink to the bottom.
Hemnes, roll me another perception.
14.
All right. So Soren,
Yes.
while you're going down, you see the bottom is nice and it's nice soft dirt. There's stones that make so like the water it doesn't like constantly seep into the ground next to it. As you get down more and more, you do see the cube that's sitting there. It appears to have you look below the cube and it is floating and hovering, and as there is like the natural spring water from underneath it is going up in. It's not going like around it. It's going up into the cube, and you see water moving out the top of the cube. You also see something dart by you in the water.
Threateningly?
Not really threateningly, more of just checking you out.
Alright, can I do a perception to see if I can tell what it is?
Now you can.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say, because you had Hemnes do one, I don't know what he's
Oh, because no, he didn't see anything.
Oh. 17 plus 4. 21.
You see what appears to be a medium-sized shark swimming around.
What kind of shark?
Hammerhead.
Oh.
And it's just kind of checking me out.
It's as then Hemnes, you feel something go underneath your foot.
No questioning, I just start heading out of the water. Just like,
Off in the distance, Hemnes, you see what appears to be a lantern taste towards you and like is bobbing up and down quickly as it heads towards you. Soren, after a little bit, the hammerhead shark swims around in the inky darkness of night because the water is not lit.
Right.
You could only see in there because the cube is glowing.
Right, I figured.
As the hammerhead comes up, it doesn't bite. It just like sits in front of you. You see its eyes are similar to Chet's eyes.
Oh, it's freaking. It's a familiar.
As
I understand that well enough that it's somebody's familiar looking through it.
it is gonna eventually go like, because sharks have to move.
Yes. Or else
So he's gonna bump into you. As on land, Cole's going, "Who's in there? Huh?" Puts it down and just like crouches down to the edge of the water as you come out, Hemnes. Have a good swim.
Originally, I didn't mean to swim. I just kind of was gonna push him in, and I fell in.
Where's Soren?
He's in the water. He went down.
Oh.
He can breathe though, apparently.
As you see another lantern come around as Bay's like, "Oh yeah, it's just Soren in the water." Oh, so you saw him?
Soren's waving at the shark underwater.
Its eyes change back as it and just swims off again. Bay comes over. Okay, so guys are in the water? They can swim in the water, but I can't swim in the water. You are on patrol. You are not allowed to do that. As you see,
have to do your job when you're at your job.
you see Bay pick up a stone, attempt to just into the water where Soren was.
Dear God, that's gonna be stronger than any kind of bullet, because bullets just stop at the top of water half the time.
She rolled above a 30. She has kind of plus 12 to this.
It's harder than a 50 cal.
And-
You want quick math and science.
I mean, technically. It doesn't, like, hit you and go, like, it goes, like, as you see the rock just kind of, like, before it begins to sink.
Take that as my cue to get out. And
As
so-
you just come up, and they're, like, Bay and Cole are just standing there.
Hi guys.
Now, I'm not opposed to you swimming. I just would have liked to have known.
Oh. I didn't know we needed to let you know.
Well, if someone were to infiltrate and somehow get past all this, the pond is a pretty classic place to sit and try and hide underwater until we're not patrolling.
Oh.
That's fair. That's my bad. I just went to go, shove him in jokingly and kind of ended.
No,
with
it's
it.
fine. We're not mad. That's why we had the shark in there.
Just thought that was a shark.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yes.
they,
Would you want to... Bay's like, you want to meet him?
Yes.
His name is Jefferson. And
Is
it's...
he Jefferson's shark ship?
Yes. Because, why not just do some JoJo somehow references? As
his name is Milwaukee, like the tools.
you see that the shark will come up, like not completely out of the water, but the fin will come up and like circle around Soren. You can pet him if you want. He's not aggressive.
Instantly, Soren's got his hand out in the water, with like Waltz shredding. It's like, you said pet it, I'm gonna do it.
As it just yeah. Jefferson is kick ass. What's better than having one pet, having a shark as a pet?
It's hard to argue with that logic.
I mean, who's expects a shark in a freshwater pond, huh? The only reason he exists is because the water is magic. Cole cuts off Bailey. As you probably saw down there, Soren, that is a cube of purification. Purifies any liquid that it touches.
Back of Soren's head is like, I wonder if that means if you pee in it, it's fine. He's not going to or anything. He's just like,
Just for Soren's own mentality. No one's gonna say anything, but as the DM, it would. I meant any liquid. If you're drinking dirty liquid, it can just. Cube's like that big though. It's like your cleansing stone,
right.
but for water.
Who has the cleansing stone anyway?
No one, remember? It was taken.
Yeah, it's gone. So you do not have a cleansing stone.
I had just forgotten what happened to
But
it.
there's pretty much one in the water. So
Cleansing stuff.
We get new cleansing stone.
you're not gonna take the one from the water. Okay, now that we know you're in here, you can keep swimming. That's fine. Would you like some lights?
Sure.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
As you see, like gem come up, gemic nodes will come out and just like shwoom, and like soft greenish light. There you go.
Up after dark.
Kinda.
Strobe effect.
Oh no.
Just Jeffers in the water going like.
He's making beats.
So you guys can spend your evening relaxing in the water, enjoying it, sitting by the water. Eventually, that Cole and Bay will leave and go about their patrol.
I can imagine like Soren like getting Hemnes up on his shoulders and then like trying to launch him as he jumps to see how high he can get before he goes back in the water. It's how two friends hanging out in the water.
Okay, give me an athletics, Soren, and give me an acrobatics, Hemnes.
+9. 13 + 9.
11 plus 8, 19.
Okay, so you will, and you, because you're slow fall, you don't actually make a big splash. You kind of just go and just land peacefully. So that's how you guys are going to spend your evening, relaxing until you go to bed, whenever, like 10, 10:30. So then we're going to switch over to Marina and Chet. Chet, you had it. What was your alarm spell attuned to stopping anybody in from entering, or just non? Is it non-familiars, like non-friends?
Hang on. Let me get the specifics here.
Sam wrote a note.
Accidentally takes out Nana.
So it was divination spells can't appear, creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination, nothing can teleport in or out, planar travel is blocked within the ward. It doesn't say anything about people just walking in.
Okay, no, I just also you had the alarm spell up.
Yeah, so the alarm spell would have been
Only for non-friendlies.
yeah.
Okay, so Nana will quietly walk in, and sit in the corner and sew while you're asleep, until you wake up and you see Nana is still awake in a rocking chair, knitting.
What morning?
Well, it's technically evening. It's like more like night. You kind of missed dinner.
Yeah. Wasn't hungry. Sleepy.
Nana's gonna look at you. Why, I didn't know your name was Marshall the way you lie through your teeth. You not hungry? Never happened.
Alright, so I'm hungry, but I'm a little more preoccupied.
She's gonna turn around and flick one of the, as you hear on the steps, dum, 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 dum. Hi, so I started, I'm just dropping off your dinner. As Nana will walk over, open the door. Thank you, dearie. Now you go to bed. I have it for now. Thank you. As Nana will come back with the plate for each of you as you and Marina wake up. Yeah, you roped Marina into missing dinner too.
Oh, Grog would wake up and be like, am I dreaming or is that Nana in the corner?
That's Nana.
Oh no.
That'd be your best
Was she
dream
here
ever,
through the whole
darling.
thing?
So, you mind telling me why you two decided to skip on dinner with your friends?
I was taking a nap. And so was he.
Yes. Chet was just taking a good old 8.5 hour long nap.
I didn't sleep last night,
I could tell.
so I'm sleeping now. So that way tonight, I was gonna just let Marina have dinner and hang out with Soren and Hemney, so that way she could sleep tonight. But she decided that she wanted to
She kind of likes you a little bit.
Well, I mean, which is good.
It'd be real awkward if she didn't. But do you see how what you're doing was inconveniencing her though?
I'm sorry, I don't make choices for her.
I wasn't saying that, dearie. Just saying. You're a little on edge. And let me guess, you're only staying up all night because you're worried that if you sleep with and she falls asleep, someone's gonna pop into your room?
Something like that, yeah.
As you guys are eating your meat and potatoes. It's beautifully seasoned, wonderful food. Could use a little more spice, but
It's a little bland.
that's what I was saying. But you can't really critique free food.
No.
So I'm mighty tired. I just want to make sure that you guys are okay. But Chet, please don't make this all week a habit. I'd be mighty lonely if I couldn't spend some time with my darling grandbaby.
I know, Nana.
It's not often we get time together anymore.
No, we don't. You should go to bed, Nana.
I'm going. I know when I'm not welcome. She's gonna wink at you. Good night, Chet.
Not Nana.
See you in the morning.
Hi, Nana.
Good night, dearie. Thank you for being so wonderful to my boy. She'll go like, and then she leaves. So it's just you two up in a quiet house.
I like her a lot. We should probably do something tomorrow.
What are you two gonna do for your 8 hours while everyone else sleeps? Except the fact that Chet's not in the mood.
Brandon's gonna soak.
Is there anything particular? You're just gonna chill in the room.
I was gonna ask him, like, do you want to talk?
I don't really know what to talk about.
Do you want to do something? I mean, there's everyone else is asleep.
Well, I was just gonna watch over you while you slept, but
Now I'm awake.
yeah.
No. Good job, Morena. You know what sleepy time is. Nothing. Just living up to grumpiness.
All right, come here. I'm gonna try and lay Chet's head on my lap while I, run my fingers through his hair.
She's wearing his hat.
Right.
Squidge is still up in the like the vaulted ceiling, just
Making out with another bat.
in Squidge voice. Come here, baby. I'm not from these towns, and I don't know if I'll ever see you again. But my love for you is true.
I feel like Squidge would sound more like Johnny Bravo.
Damn, I'm pretty.
My brain thought Squidge would sound like the bat from Fern Gully.
No.
Yeah, Daddy.
What about
Sam,
Mark?
Sam hates that movie so
No.
much.
So,
Mark Anastasia.
That's a good one too.
So yeah, he's just eventually Squid realizing you're awake is gonna and like come down and like land on your head.
Who's head?
Chet's. Kind of like spread wings out and like cover your eyes.
He's now a mask.
Kind of trying to be like, go back to sleep.
You can sleep for 16 hours. That's healthy.
I mean, some people do.
Yeah, I'm those people.
Yeah, you.
I
I'm
sleep
those
for
people.
21 hours.
3 hours of wake. Then during those 3 hours, the zoomies. So anything? I mean, you're trying. Are you trying to like just have them relax, Marina?
I didn't have anything specific in mind.
So you two are just gonna chill and enjoy each other's company.
Stare at each other all day.
Unless, Nancy, you had something.
Well, Chet doesn't want to do it.
Literally.
I'm a little paranoid right now.
Literally doesn't want to do it.
So all Miranda's gonna try and do is just calm him down, kind of just massage his head.
You guys spend an intimate night of quiet and reflection.
Yep.
Staring in each other's eyes for hours at a time.
Chet more of just staring at Marina, making
Thought
sure.
that was covering the eyes.
I mean, technically, Chet can command Squidge to stop it, so
That's true.
Squidge will eventually fly off into the rafter and just hang upside down again and just go, oh, I'm going back to bed then. Night night.
Screw you, I'm going home.
He can't. He is stuck
Home
in
is
that
the
room.
rafters.
Yeah, he's stuck in that room. So you guys spend your night just relaxing with each other, and then morning comes, so you guys can take your long rest, Sorn and Hemnes.
Got it.
Semnes.
70s.
Sumines.
About that.
Don't hate that. So in the morning, you guys, you two are still awake when everyone else. There's going to be some little bit of overlap time. You get an intercom going, "Good morning, everyone. Breakfast will be served in about 15 minutes. We're having pancakes, sausage, bacon, ham." And she just lists off for about like a minute of all the different breakfast foods. If you have a specific egg order, just let me know. All of them.
All the eggs, all the protein.
Chet's gonna be like, man, I'm starving. Hey, Morena, do you think you can mind going down and like fixing a plate for me, and I'll be down there in a few minutes?
You expect me to wait on you hand and foot? What do you take me for?
That's up to Morena's call, not you, Zorn.
You take me for what kind of woman?
Whereas, like,
I
possessed by.
it's going to sound really weird, but I know sometimes when you like prepare your food, you make like cute little houses and stuff, and
I cut up the sausage and then
What is this 51st date?
You cut it into like you make like the little octopus like out of the sausage, so it's like little.
yeah.
It's adorable.
I just think it's a lot cuter when you do it.
personally, I was thinking, okay, this is me thinking as a player. I'm like, oh, sure, you can get what you want, but I can get what I want.
I mean,
Oh, you want me to make you
That's
breakfast
fair.
when I wanted to
I mean, that's
snoo-snoo.
totally fair. That's what Moreno wants to do.
No, Miranda's gonna like be like, okay, and then just give a kiss on the cheek and head on down. Make a little cute bowl of breakfast.
She's like, I'm definitely gonna get laid tonight, though. Ain't no excuses this time, bitch.
this afternoon before going back to bed. So you go down there, you see everyone's there. As you all arrive, everyone looks at you around and goes, "Hello, Morena."
Well, that's right. You live here.
Cole's like, I'm glad you're awake. Is Chet going to be joining us, or is he going to be in his little halfling hole?
No, he'll be joining soon.
All right, that's good. That means we can get our...
He is a full-grown human man.
Not to Cole, he's not. Cole is the upper range of height elves. Okay, that means we can have our conversation then. That's good. Well, then I'm going to go prepare what I need to prepare for our conversation.
What conversation?
Don't you invade... Ivy's going to be like, don't you worry about it. It's not... And she's going to come and like grab your cheek. You just stay nice and relaxed.
Yeah, they won't tell us more. Don't worry. You can try, but you won't succeed.
Um,
To distract her, so I'm like, in that nude, I'm getting my ass kicked.
you just hear Bae from the kitchen. Hell yeah! She comes out with like a massive stack of food. This is mine. I'm gonna load up. You better be ready.
This is gonna be wonderful to watch.
If I lose, I'll shave my head.
I don't remember asking you to do that.
You
Was
didn't.
we were putting
I have to put challenges on myself,
shaving your head.
so it matches the person who beat me.
Oh,
I can't grow a beard though. That
it's a
look
genetic
weird.
condition, okay?
It isn't.
From what I see, like all male Goliaths have like no hair.
It's because that's the way of Goliaths.
I always thought it was just Goliaths couldn't grow hair.
No, you can. They just don't.
Again, I've never seen any Goliath with hair.
It's because it's against how Goliaths are.
Not since they're.
Well, I meant even
The
as far
incident.
as, like, fan art and stuff. So,
Yeah.
like, I haven't seen a single fan art of a Goliath with hair outside of women. But even then, half the women don't have hair.
They have like the side and the so everyone comes out. They're not wearing their usual relaxation clothes today. They look like they're wearing the under part of armor. So everyone just enjoy your meal. I'm gonna go help Cole, and we'll be right back. Don't worry. Chet sit next to you, Marina, just so you know. And then Amber's gonna walk out. Nana, you're not gonna fall asleep again, are you? Winks and Nana's gonna be like, "Oh, it depends on how good your cooking is, dearie. If it takes care of what I need for today, I might." Winks back. After a few moments of you guys just gorging down, Bailey is now once again going mouthful for mouthful with Sorn. Just midway through, "Hey, Sorn, I checked on your mead. It's look interesting."
Well, hopefully it'll turn out well. It's materials that I'm not used to working with.
You mean good stuff?
Yes.
And so after a few minutes, Chet will arrive.
Chet's praying to Corallin.
Roll me a religion.
Roll me a Corellin.
24.
Oh, wow.
I rolled a 19.
Your religion's +5? Jeez.
Yeah.
As a wizard, that's fantastic.
It's my intelligence.
Yeah.
But mine's so low, I'm a
As you're sitting there praying, where are you praying in the room? I need to describe what you're doing.
So you said that our room kind of overlooks the pond.
Mhm.
I imagine Chet would kind of be looking out, like sitting like in front of the window, like looking out over the pond.
All right. So as you overlook the pond, you see there's some waves and ripples in the water from the wind and everything, and after a while, whoomp, 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 as it becomes more of a hypnotic pattern. It's a spell. As your eyes begin to get heavy as you focus in, your head kind of resting on the glass of the window, as you blink, and you're once again at in the room of Corellin. This time, instead of it being more of an empty space, it now looks like what Corellin's mythological library would look like. The insane amount of knowledge within this, all the arcane secrets that's being held. Sitting in between at a large chair, sits Corellin in front of a bluish flamed fire. Well, hello there.
Howdy, Mr. Corallin, sir.
Chet, you don't... Do I call you Mr. Boone?
Well, I mean, you could call me whatever you want.
I prefer to call you an acolyte.
If that's what you want to call me, that's fine.
I want to call you by your name.
Oh.
You just call me Corellin.
Okay.
Corellin, sir.
Is there something I can help you with? You seem to be in a mental fog.
I'm just real worried about how I can protect someone that I really care about, and it's honestly causing me a lot of anxiety, and I don't know, I guess I could use some guidance.
There are many ways to handle anxiety. There are the people who focus on the virtues of life and use the virtues of their being to cope with the anxiety of life, and there are those who fall victim to the vices of their desires that use those vices to fill the void rather than understanding that void of anxiety and overcoming it. I can see that you are one of the individuals. You are on the precipice of what could be falling into the vices or overcoming them with the virtues. And I'm glad you came to me. I'm glad that I'm here and you seek guidance from me. What I can tell you is that no one is safe 100% of the time. Through my vast knowledge and histories and studying and understanding the way life is and being in this powerful position, I have even failed to protect people. And that is something that we must understand. But if you give every effort you can without being a detriment to yourself, to the betterment and protection of people, then you're doing it right. Putting yourself into a situation where you are hurting that beautiful mind you have is an insult to yourself and to me. You're useless if your mind is broken. If you fill your mind with the dark thoughts of what might happen, what would happen, what can I do in the future that you do not know is certain, you will become trapped in a cage. And I have seen wizards lose their magical abilities because they lock down their own magical essence through this worry. And I don't want that to happen to you. I know you love Morena. I am quite fond of her as well.
She's happy.
There is many things you can do to help her. There are people on your plane of existence who are able to connect with you on a personable level that may help you manage your fears, your phobias, your paranoia. Just know that I am here with you. And I can say I am proud of everything you've done so far for Morena's sake. But you're pushing yourself to a limit that is going to break you. There might be a time for you to do this, but now is not it.
I understand, and logically, I know that everything that you're saying makes sense. It's a little hard when the emotions get involved. I mean,
Indeed.
I want to marry this girl. I don't want her to die.
Well, so far you have my blessing.
That actually means a lot. Almost as much as Nana's blessing.
Yes, Nana.
I hate Nana.
Chet's like,
Jeez, I think she was an orc or
I can attempt to assuage your anxieties for a while until you're able to better handle them yourself. Emotions are a powerful tool for a wizard. Those emotions allow you to harness the weave using your own mind and then use that chaotic energy and fuel your spells. Having no emotion is what leads to those to create monstrosities of decisions. Detaching yourself from reality means you lose empathy and sympathy, and with those, you have more control over the weave, and you have more control over yourself.
well, I appreciate the offer, but I think working through it emotionally would probably be the smarter option.
All right. I only meant as a way for me to to alleviate the tension of your mind for a few days.
And I understand, and I appreciate it. I just, I think I need to learn how to get a handle on it myself.
Well,
it's comforting to talk to you, you know.
I'm always here when I can be. In fact, there are some individuals you should talk to that are in your very house currently.
Sword Thunderfist Jotunheim.
Is not the man you need to talk to about concerning your emotions. He literally flies off the handle at a moment's notice.
Chet would assume.
Hey now, for a raging barbarian, he stays pretty calm and collected.
It's the raging part.
I'm sure you mean Cord and
Ne-
Bay.
co- Yes. Also, Hemnes would be fine.
Yeah, he seems like chill people.
But specifically, for this instance of safety and protection, it would be them.
I'll take your advice.
They have they have much knowledge within them that I feel would be helpful to you and Morena. But I cannot guide your hand for you. You can take as much knowledge as you want and as much understanding and practice from the world, but if you do not heed the knowledge and grow with it, then it is wasted. Now take care, my sweet summer child.
You take care too, Mr. Corralin, sir.
It's like sometimes I'm talking to the smartest rock. As he just like looks at you like slyly.
At least it's the smartest rock.
Now go. As he's going to reach out and he's going to like put his thumb on your head and cover your eyes as it wipes away, you're back into reality.
Okay. And after that, Chet will go downstairs.
You feel even more well rested. You were up all 8 hours. You feel like rejuvenated after talking to him. So you're gonna head downstairs. So now everyone's downstairs. This is where we're gonna take our break real quick.
Yay!
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right. See y'all in about 10.
Go.
Be right back. All right, and we're back.
Yay!
Kermit, get out of here.
Ah, sorry.
All right. So, as you all are eating your breakfast, after a few moments, Cole does come back. Good morning, Chet.
Morning.
He's going to look at you, that response. Someone's feeling a little pep in their step.
Well, that's because I have a beautiful, wonderful. He's like looking at Miranda like this whole time, like
Oh,
amazing
thanks, Chet.
woman in my life.
Ivy and Amber both go, aww. Bay just looks at Soren and goes, ugh. Just, oh, are we doing the thing? I guess I missed that. Too busy eating more than Soren. She hasn't.
Folds up a little pancake. Oh, really?
My mouth's not that big.
I'm just like full on anime, just like.
All right, Goku, calm down.
Nana is sitting at the other head of the other side of the table where you entered the room from. Oh, good morning, Chet.
Morning, Nana.
How are you feeling?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm feeling quite all right. Got my rest in. Made sure I slept well.
Good. I'm glad.
Everything doing better? You doing okay?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Good morning, Morena.
Good morning.
Some weird interference happening on the...
I think it's my mic. Sorry.
It's all good. how did you sleep? Everything good? You had a nice sleep and then you just relaxed with my boy?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear. Now, pull up a chair. You're going to sit on this side. You're going to sit by me, Morena. Chet, you can sit on the other side.
All right, all the better to see her gorgeous face with.
So just gonna lean in. It's like you have me all night. Just I'll be back.
Bei's going to be like, ugh. You guys deal with that all the time? Ivy and Amber are like, that's so cute. Why can't we find a guy like that?
Because they're fictional.
Where's the lie?
Wait, what was that?
It's because they're fictional.
Where's the lie?
So, after a moment or two, they have this. They bring in this pedestal with a large gem on it. So,
It's truly outrageous.
I hate you. Why would you say such a thing to me? So you walk. You all are eating and doing everything. Crow goes, don't worry. You can continue to eat. This won't. This is. Save your questions until after the presentation. Chet, Morena, you missed a lovely conversation we had with Sword and Hemnes last night.
Oh.
Nothing bad. Nothing uncharacteristically bad. We just talked.
A little bad.
No, not at all. So Soren had asked a question and about why we're all a single season rather than, or if we were to change seasons. And we told him this would be a conversation when all four of you were here, due to the nature of what we are talking about. It has to do with the reason why we are here and not any other random guard. So, to begin us off, you know each one of us represents our own season. Like I'm of course spring, and I'm fall, summer, duh, and winter. Most Eladrin elves go through multiple season changes within a given amount of time due to their emotional state. If one of us would become too angry, we would switch to summer, or feeling too relaxed or shy or cold. We would switch the various seasons as most Eladrin elves, though one, as we discovered last night, Leon only had summer and winter, which is a very interesting combination. Either you go through the gambit of spectrums, or you go through and you touch the ones next to you. So in the summer, it would be fall and spring, never really coming close to winter, as we are more opposites in our attitudes and demeanors. You'd get that right. Case in point. Just like how Ivy is more outgoing and more bubbly, while Amber's a little more shy and recluse, closer to me, Ivy can have days, or did have days, where she would be more winter like me. Does that make sense to you? We were asked to come out here by Devin and Parthon as a way to train you in your mental facilities to better become equipped for more strenuous situations. Our parents were not Eladrin elves. Our parents were regular wood elves. But through some twist of fate and the weave, we became imbued with the power of nature. And during our formative years, after our parents died, we would continually shift between winter and summer. Cold at the world, but also angry and disruptive towards it. And we eventually, with Devon and training us and Parthon schooling us, we eventually settled into our true identities, which is what we want to discuss with you. We have recreations using Parthon's, what he collected from you, to show examples, not of you, Hemnes. We don't have examples of you, between how your emotional states can go in and begin to cloud your judgment and your feelings, which we want you to have feelings. We want you to have these things. And like it's a great thing to have feelings, and it's great to understand them. But sometimes, I mean, now that you're working for the king, like we are, that's another thing you kind of have to go through. This is like your kind of orientation, as well as just kind of like to help you guys, especially after everything you guys have been through. We just Amber's gonna like look at you guys kind of like shyly and like, but like as if looking at some of her like heroes. We just kind of care about you guys, and you guys are at least my heroes, and I just want to make sure you guys are okay. And it's like gonna turn around. May's gonna be like, if your brain don't work good, your fists don't work good. I guess in your case, he points to Chet and Marin. I guess your magic don't work good. I don't know. My magic comes from me and my rockin' tunes.
I thought you were saying my rockin' abs.
No. You're going to catch those abs later, though. Hey-ya!
That sounded oddly sexual, and I don't know how I feel about it.
I ship it.
Yeah, Sorn and Bay. Oh yeah,
That's a match made.
Sorbet.
Sorbet. Kikyo's gone. So they're gonna go through and they're going to point out like Chet with you and your paranoia, as well as when you and Morena kind of released that nightmare monster, and your brash decision in the accidental murdering of people. Hemnes, like I said, got nothing on you. Soren, they don't point out every time you rage. They go through and they point out the time where you did a heroic act in Humbleton, but also your emotions kind of you wept and you just broke down. And they understand that. But they're pointing out that in that moment might have not been like the best time to have a mental breakdown.
Oh, you know, 'cause I confused
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's what they're trying to. They're not saying you can't have emotions. As they talk in their speech, they're explain how they each came to terms with their emotion. Cole, I understood that if I was going to be the protector of my sisters, I needed to have an understanding of my care and emotion towards them, but understand that if my life has to be on the line, I can't care for myself more all the time. There are times when the best decision wouldn't for me to jump on someone else's sword. Does that make sense? I can't protect them if I am not alive. And then Ivy, so like being bubbly and upbeat is kind of like what rounds us out, like against, to smooth off cold edges. Me being more bubbly and happy kind of makes people a little more comfortable to come and talk to us, to talk to people. Amber being shy people feel like they can talk to me about more things because I'm not gonna tell anyone. And then Bay just looks at you guys and goes, people know not to fuck with me. But I'm also a rocking good time. You'll find out eventually.
Soren is gonna die. Soren is gonna die.
Again, we joked about this last session. Soren is like, yeah, I'm gonna get my ass kicked here. Either that or I'm getting laid. It's one or the other.
Does anyone have any questions about why we're discussing this with you? They also, during the beginning of this was your orientation on going through, and you'll all receive an orientation packet about becoming emissaries of the king. Does anyone have any questions?
Yay, reading. No.
This is Cole. Now is your time. You had questions last night. Now is your time to ask.
Well, I mean, you answered my question there. So.
Oh, we didn't explain. Chet, Morena, we are not just the caretakers of this house. We're also what you would consider the special forces for the king. We trained under Devon.
I'm sorry.
Why? He's a...
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
So just a quick breakdown of our abilities. Cole's gonna be like... and the echo appears.
Neato.
The sword, as he pulls it up, and he pulls the other one, the sword, as he just gets rid of, also has the echo of the same place that this echo comes from. They are bound to it.
Dimension.
Think about it as an alternate timeline that has collapsed in on itself, and I am pulling my essence from that collapsing timeline.
So the onions of the chili magic world.
And immediately he sees you get...
That's oddly accurate.
I'm telling you, your speech told me the wonders of magic.
I guess if the onions were minced, sure.
I see you are perplexed by this.
Oh, me? No, not perplexed.
You
It's
find
just
it
really cool.
Thank you. And he's gonna send it away, and just sheath both swords. You see, Ivy, I am a druid. If you couldn't tell.
By the like everything about you.
Yes, but as they learned, as she will wild shape for the day, like one more, as you see the constellation of stars, as she picks the archer constellation within her chest, forms the constellation of an archer shooting as various nodes of stars appear around her body.
I've been waiting for this moment. So Chet's gonna actually roll up one of his sleeves, and you'll see the constellation for the archer on his shoulder.
Immediately, Ivy goes,
I like constellations.
and she drops the the constellation. She's like, we have so much to talk about. I'm gonna borrow him. Hey,
Point
go ahead.
out that Morena would have been like mesmerized by the fact that he does. Her hands are just gonna reach out and just
Like across
feel
the
and
table,
touch,
like.
what?
I'm gonna.
tattoos.
I've never seen you naked.
Is it? It's been dark.
Sex fully clothed. In the chaps and
Attention to
Chet's
that.
got some weird holdups.
he takes off his pants. but
Never
doesn't
nude.
yet.
You're never nude.
Chaps.
Yes.
So, Ivy's gonna be like, I'm gonna have to borrow him just sometime, just so we can sometime at night, just so we can look up at the stars and talk.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Morena, what?
If Morena can join us,
Oh yeah, of course.
I'd love to show you the constellations, Morena. I just know that you're not really into like the geeky stuff.
I'm pretty sure one of the two would not be against that. You'll never know who. Amber's gonna step forward. I'm a rogue. I'm also a ranger. I will. Do you guys mind spiders?
No.
Okay. And then she summons her swarm of spiders that she lifts up on.
What kind of spiders are they?
They are it's a few, but the big two are Daddy Longlegs and Black Widows.
Cool. Chet is not going to.
These are my babies. I can I can shoot them at people.
Oh, that's cool.
He pulls out her bow. Using this.
He
Do
goes,
they like that?
They don't mind.
I've never tried firing squidge out of a bow and arrow.
It's a little different.
Straight snake.
It's a little different between a familiar in my swarm. I'm also a really good thief. I have not stolen anything from you before you ask.
Quick, everyone, check your pocket.
I used to have sticky fingers when we were growing up. That's how we survived, kinda.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
And then Bay's gonna be like, "Well, you already. I'm not showing you I'm not telling you the other part of me. But the one part of me is she'll pull around her ukulele is, diddling. I'm a bard. It's okay to swoon.
Swoon at.
Oh, thank you. You're far too kind.
You're welcome. He's just gonna whisper to Marina, "It's a pity swoon. It means nothing."
I only swoon for you. I only have swoons for you. So, well, other than the sparring match that we're going to go watch right now, actually, between Soren and Bay, we actually do want to fight you.
As like training or like for.
We're not going to What kind of question is that, Hemnes? We're in charge of taking care of you. Killing you, not that kind of taking care of you.
Well, that's
What,
what take care of us.
when you say fat, you mean like physically? Because I might as well just give up.
All out.
Well, no, they actually got a spell room where you can fire spells. It's all.
Oh, so I can use spells?
Yes.
Oh, well then, cool, yeah.
Yeah, Hemnes and I were exploring the house. We found a specific room for
Where is
spell casting.
and Ivy's gonna be like, actually, there is. It's like this room that has runes in it that kind of like diminishes the power of your spells, but you can practice spell casting in there. There's different elements in there. You can really go at it. It's where I guess I just fight by myself. No one else is really a spellcaster, kind of.
I'm sorry.
Well, you're in luck.
I have two of you. It'll be so fun. But we're gonna do that later, because we're gonna watch. But no, but the fight is to the unconscious.
Yeah.
We aren't gonna go like we're not gonna do full on special forces tactics on you. That would be kind of unfair.
Looks at Bay. Just like, I don't believe that for a second with you.
Bay looks at you and goes, "I'm the front. I'm one of the front line people.
I know, that's my point.
There's only one tactic I have.
Punch.
You can call it that." Cole, we just feel it would be in everyone's best interest to spar with us. We're going to be. We don't have to do it more than 2 times while you're here, but we do want to see your capabilities. Also, it'd be fun. We haven't fought anyone in a while.
Yeah.
If that's something that's quite all right with you. Are you all okay with this?
I mean, I assume so.
Yes.
Morena, do you have a problem with this? Chet?
No, sounds good to me.
Okay. We're going to do this after the fight, after their fight. You'll have, where is that infernal... Oh. You hear as what appears to be a walking chest.
It's a mimic, kill it!
As Bailey goes, "Don't you dare hurt Mimi.
I was kidding.
She
I
is my
assumed
baby." Isn't that right, Mimi? As and the tongue kind of like rolls out in the teeth.
I have several questions. But mostly, I'm really jealous.
Of yeah, you're muted, but go ahead. Yes, Marina?
Can I pets?
Oh, Mimi loves a good pets, don't you, Mimi? Go ahead. No, Mimi eats gold.
Just full on like victory bell, like.
Thank heavens I don't have my gold on me, where I usually store it.
Tits. Yeah.
Mimi will walk over and just like chest top open. You see the eyes are like on the top inside. Like you can see like they're up behind where the keyhole when it closes, so it like can see through the keyhole. The long tongue just rolling out.
I just imagine Mimi's like walking around the table and each person's like petting them as they go by.
Mimi is what appears to be a chest about this big, this tall, about that deep. It's a fairly large size mimic chest. We've imbued Mimi with a bag of holding. So Mimi holds all of our belongings. Mimi, as this is Cole like in the most like pleasant he's ever been. Now Mimi, can you get us some potions of greater healing? As Mimi closes up, you see Mimi just drop to the floor. Boom, as the tongue rolls out with him on it. Thank you, Mimi. Pulls out a gold. There you go. Good, Mimi. Takes about what appears to be 2 large pouches full of them. No one's dying on my watch.
I love Mimi.
Fan art of Mimi. Mimi is, if you want color for Mimi, is a dark like cherry wood with a nice golden like floral metallic like hinges and like the not the inlay but like the metal that clamps over the wood is like part of it. Mimi's keyhole is slightly askew because it's a mimic, so it's not entire. It should be perfect, but Mimi's not. Mimi walks on. Mimi, the chest has retractable and extendable like feet, kind of like what is the ornamental feet, like a clawfoot tub, clawfoot like chest, so it sits off the ground if Mimi wants to.
Why do I feel like this episode is just chock full of like fan art? Like we're just gonna get Nancy who's like shipping people. Like there's Hemnes and Sorn, Hemnes and Bay, Mimi coming around.
This is the shipping episode.
This is the shipping and the cute animals episode.
Cinnamon roll.
So let's go to the sparring room, shall we?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to kick Sorn's ass.
Sorry, Soren. Bay.
Chet's gonna sort of like pat Sorn on the shoulder and be like, kind of whisper in his ear, "I don't have a haste spell prepared. My bad."
I think that'd be
I was really counting on that.
You dropped the ball, Chet. You've let us all down.
Good luck, bud.
You have failed the Stormbreakers.
You see, Bay she's already gone.
You have broken the storm.
When you get in there, she has her quarterstaff. She's kind of like doing a stretch with it. She's taken off like her normal like robes. You see, she is like toned, not like bulging muscles like you do, but she is like lean, mean, toned machine. She has the entire like 8-pack. Her muscles, like like the toned female bodybuilders,
Yeah.
like that. But her entire skin, all of her skin is like sun-kissed orange. As she is in what appears to be like MMA shorts and an MMA like sports bra. She does have padding on her hands. So
Oh, that won't do any good if she's hitting me with a quarterstaff.
oh no, she as soon as she gets in, she and flips it off. I'm gonna do, just for fairness, I am gonna roll. Oh, a nat 20. As you see, she like sends and goes. As over in the corner is a large container of different stabs and different like long range weapons. As it, boom, in it. All right, Storm Boy. You ready for this? Come on in.
Cuffing.
Oh yeah, no, we're not. I'm not using weapons. That'd be too easy for me.
Am I fisticuffing? Just verifying.
If you want, you don't have to.
Well, I'm just trying to verify what kind of fight this is, or what kind of sparring.
Just hit her!
I'm going to be punching you.
Use your punches.
Well, that's the difference. If someone's a monk with much better things and I go in without my weapon, The most
That's your call.
Is 6.
Twice.
Yes. For a maximum of 12. I'm getting the fact that she's probably a monk from this.
Oh yeah.
Correct. So I'm like, well,
Faux show.
those are your weapons, so I guess I'll use mine.
Oh, thank God! This is gonna make this easy.
She's a bunk.
Oh, why? If I went in fisticuffs with it just dragging on for a while, or
Oh, she would have taken it easy on you. She wasn't gonna wreck you if you were gonna not use your weapon. Now it's more fair. You have your weapon, she has hers. So roll for initiative.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 21. She has a +7. I was like, when I bait her, I was like, I wonder what her initiative. Oh, she got initiative.
Yeah, I mean, even with the advantage, one was 10, one was 19. So.
Oh, thank God for that 19. Even though you lost, that still made it a little closer of a thing. So she squares up and gets down into a defensive stance as you see her hands begin to glow a little bit. So I should just tell you right now, I'm what people consider a sun soul. Kind of fits the motif. And she is going to come at you 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
What's your AC? Oh, yeah, you have your AC.
18.
First one barely misses. Second one, that'll hit. So she is going to... that's 5 points of damage for her sip. And then for her bonus action...
Fury of blows!
What?
I'm fighting a monk. If that's not one of the options that they're going to do, I am confused.
They're a monk. They're a monk.
So she is going to burn a key point to Fury of Blows you and attack 2 more times. Second one hits. Third one hits. You're lucky she doesn't have improved critical. That's not a thing for monks.
Yeah, right?
That'd be real bad.
Suck.
14 points more damage. Then she goes like, okay, come on.
Alright. Well, if she's going to go use her key points, I'm going to rage.
At her level, her fists are magical, by the way.
I figured they were. I'm more concerned about doing damage.
I know. I'm just letting you know.
Once you said her hands glowed, there wasn't a question.
Look,
I
okay.
wonder if she's mad.
Look,
Plus,
somebody
I've fought enough monks.
somebody out there would be like, are her hands magical? Is she high enough level? Yes.
I'm sure she's higher level than we are, so...
Just has glow sticks. She's a raver.
In her time. In her free time, she is. So take your 2 attacks.
Alrighty, first one... What's my plus? Plus 9. That's a 15 plus 9.
That'll hit.
Alright, you want to just do the second one while I'm at it?
Yeah.
That's another 15 plus 9.
Okay. Roll damage. Boom, boom, boom.
28.
Okay. She's like, oh, that was a good one. Okay, then. That's how it's going to be.
I was gonna be. You wanted to do this.
Wait, no, hold on.
This is what you're asking.
She's going to come at you 2 more times. First, she's going to inspire herself. Because if she can give herself a 1d8 for adding it to damage, she's going to. Valor bards, man! First attack. That'll hit. Second attack. That'll hit. She used her bonus action to inspire the damage, so it's going to add 1d8 to one of these. 30 points. She tung tung tung. Also make a Constitution saving throw.
18 plus 9.
Yeah, that'll do it. You feel yourself begin to stiff up, but your Constitution, you're able to shrug it off.
Oh, is she trying to stun him?
Yes. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I got that plus 9 to con, so I'm usually in a pretty good spot for.
It's always worth a shot.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm like.
So what are you guys doing while this all is going on?
Chet is watching this and casting Mage Armor on himself
Why?
because he's seeing this bard like that. It was only set bard.
Oh, just tung 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 tung.
Yes, and Chet's like, oh, yeah, that ain't good. Hold on.
Bard monks, man, dancing bards.
Darn barks.
Yeah, bard. Yeah, it's your turn, Soren.
Alrighty. One's a natural 20. The other one is a dirty 20.
Attacker wins.
11. I was 11. I had to think about. I was like, wait, what's my plus? 9. Oh, a dirty 20. Okay, so that's 2 hits. So that's 1, 2. Let me get my. Oh, I didn't grab another.
Do you need dice?
Let me get another.
Why'd you say it like that?
Another D8.
D8.
Yeah, because that's 4 D8s. Because one's critical and I have brutal critical. Alright. It's not as good. As good as I wanted to. I rolled some low numbers. Do math real quick. Do. 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 7 plus 8 plus 6. That is 35.
Okay.
Thank you. And she needs to make a dex save. But she will probably pass with flying colors.
Yes, and she has evasion.
Okay, so she's not gonna take any damage.
Yeah, whee! She sees your lightning. You see her kind of not like direct it, but she sees where the lightning bolt's gonna come from, and she just goes like around it and comes back up. You are really gonna have to make me cast some spells on you, huh?
Of course.
We'll do one more round without. And she is going to, as you can imagine, do 4 attacks on you. So attack 1 will hit. Attack 2 will hit. Attack 3 will hit. Attack 4 will hit. Make another con save.
It's an 18 plus 9.
Okay, you're fine.
Yeah.
20.
Again, it's that plus 9 that I'm just like, I'm banking on each time.
37. You just see, like, Soren smack, get a good smack in. She, like, dodges the lightning and then comes back. And as she ducks under him, hits underneath his armpit right about there, comes under, hits him in the side, hits him in the other side, and then comes up and clocks him in the jaw. She's like, this is so exciting. Hemnes, what are you doing?
I'm just enjoying watching, like, yeah.
Kick his ass!
Everyone wants to root against Soren.
I know you can defeat people, so it's interesting seeing the other side.
I mean, Hemnes has only ever seen you dominate.
Yeah.
Dominate anymore. I dominate at carnival games.
You dominate in fights. You are the DPS.
When they're little humans, yes.
So make your 2 attacks. And I'll roll the save. for the... Yes.
That's 17, 18, both plus 7.
Yep, that'll both will hit. She makes her deck save, just so you know.
Yeah, I figured. On the off chance she doesn't. That one's much better. 7 and 6. That's 13 plus 14 is 27 plus 6. 33.
Okay, she is not looking good. He does massive damage. You're probably not looking too bad. You have a much higher health pool than she does.
I do, but you're forgetting that she's hitting with everything she's hitting.
I know. She's gonna stop and go. Well, all right then. 2 fish are in a tank. One turns the other and says, "You man the guns and I'll drive." Make a wisdom save, Soren.
Here comes the wisdom save. This will be my downfall, cause it's plus 0. That's an 18.
Unfortunately,
I mean, that's so bad.
you did. That was so good. That was like one of your highest wisdom saves.
Yeah.
You do though. You're like, that's not funny. Haha, that's not funny. Why am I laughing? That's so dumb. That's so dumb. And you fall prone laughing on the ground. You do get to make another wisdom save at the on the end of your turn. Good thing you have a high. You don't have 4 or lower intelligence, or it wouldn't affect you. You can make another wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. Bonus action.
I'm gonna get higher than 18.
Bonus action.
Don't have a plus to it.
Bonus action. Just gonna wait there. She's gonna be like, "Whew." Roll your save. As Cole goes, "Oh come on, he's not."
Yeah, that's only 6.
Bay's gonna stop and go, "Hey, he's hitting real hard with the hammer, guys. I'm just doing what I can." And she is going to cast Cure Wounds on herself at 3rd level. Right? As your turn again to make the save. Do it!
Well, that's a 2.
All right. So at the her turn, she is going to drop the spell on you. She's like, it wouldn't be any fair if I just started beating up on someone who couldn't defend themselves. She is going to bonus action patient defense, though, so you have disadvantage on your attacks.
Okay.
She's not totally unfair. She's not going to be like, I'm just going to beat a person while they're down. So you stand up.
Right.
You have disadvantage.
Lowest is 19.
That'll miss. You see her. She doesn't catch the hammer. She kind of just like glances off with her hand.
Is it disadvantage on both or just the first attack?
Oh, disadvantage. It's the entire turn.
Okay, just check.
Just check. Okay.
Alright. Lowest is 15 plus 9. So
So that one will hit. So she feels confident that she blocked it, and you just kind of bring it into her side.
Okay. Yeah, that was a 15 and a 17. I was like, oh, the 17 would work. I'm like, oh, wait, 15. All right. All right. 7 plus 7 is 14, 15, 16, 17. That would be a 17 hit, and might as well just make her do that dex save, see what happens.
Yes. 16 plus on that one. Her turn. She's like, all right then. I see how this is going.
Doing exactly what you asked me to do.
She's going to attack you twice. As she attacks you, you can feel her hands start to heat up. First one will hit. Second one will hit. Because you said 18?
Yes.
Okay. She rolled and got an 18. I was like, wait a minute.
Attacker wins.
Just barely. That will be 20 points of damage in total. And then she is going to spend 5 of her key points to cast Burning Hands on you.
Okay.
Sun Soul, baby! So, it's a dex save. So make a dex save.
All right.
Which you have advantage on.
21. Or no, sorry. Dirty 20.
Okay.
I got the wrong one.
So that will make the save on that.
Hey, I expect it to be 20.
Well, dirty 20, you'd still make it.
Oh, that's right. I'm still thinking like.
Once again, that's why you
Again,
made it.
I'm expecting to lose. I'm expecting no matter what I do for not to work.
So it's up to 5th level. So 2nd, 3rd, 4th. It's still a whole bunch of d6 cut in half, though.
Yeah, I'm probably going down.
What are you at?
30.
Oh, maybe. It's going to be cut in half.
He said brushing his teeth.
Every time. Just like, yes.
10. That will be cut in half 20. She rolled real high on that. As she like you hear her hands feeling up, and then she just goes like, and like a large cone of flame just shoot out as you bring up your shield and like buckle as the flames lick under and above, and you're just kind of singes your beard. She's like, well, that's not good.
He didn't go down. Alright. My turn?
Yep.
Alright, just wanted to check before I do it. That's a 19 plus 9
I'll hit.
and an 8 plus 9, so that one
No,
will do it.
so one hit. Oh, it's getting real close. She makes a save.
Okay. Now is she using evasion?
Evasion's an automatic thing. For anyone who wants to know, her dexterity save is plus 10.
18.
18 damage?
Yes.
She's super low. She's like spits out some blood. All right then.
Oh shit, I forgot that I was multi-classed. I'm still getting used to being multi-classed.
You could have done something. You could have second winded, but it's too.
Is that a full action? Oh, that's a bonus action. I thought it was a full action.
No, so technically. So she's going to. All right then. She is going to she's gonna try and Hadouken you, pretty much. Radiant Sunbolt.
Okay.
So first Radiant Sunbolt misses at the 16. Second one hits when you're at what, 10?
Yeah.
Could.
Oh, she gets more than 2? Jesus.
Oh no, that's her. Yeah, 2 attacks per action. It's 2 bolts, and then she has bonus action.
Right.
Her
so,
radiant thing is part of her.
Right. So it was 1 bolt miss.
Missed,
Second
other-
one hit.
Yeah, so I'm rolling damage, and that
I thought
is.
you were rolling a 3rd attack, and I was like, "What is going on? How is she shooting 3 of these things?"
No, but she did do 7.
Okay.
In bonus action, she is going to patient defense.
Okay.
So disadvantage again.
Okay. So bonus action, I'm going to second wind.
Probably smart.
Yeah.
You see Beige just like, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Looks over at Chet. You!
I only healed 4 out of that.
Chet's just gonna be like, what are you talking about? Do you feel like she's looking at you while like, Do you feel the heat? Do you feel the energy of this? Do you feel connected to this?
Lowest is 13 plus 9 for that first attack.
So both will hit. Yeah, that'll for
No,
yeah.
because it was disadvantage.
Yeah, so 13
I
plus
was
9,
saying
that'll hit.
13 plus 9 was the lower of the two.
Yep.
For that one. I'll do the second one. 12 plus 9.
That'll hit.
Hey. She'll survive this. Keep going.
Okay, roll damage.
Okay, that's not bad. That would be 18.
And she's knocked out.
Oh shit, no. No, I wasn't supposed to win this, Brandon.
So immediately she faints, and then everyone's like, wow! You see all three of the siblings are just like, yes! Finally! Ivy comes out and just does a quick cure wounds.
I was about to be like, Lantern.
No, she just comes out and heals her. Bay gets up and goes, I lost.
I'm sorry.
Well, you win some, you lose some. It's probably my own pride that got in my way. But it's okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go tend to my wounds, and I'll be back. Ivy, you want to join me? As Ivy goes, oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, let's go. And they go off to the bathroom. Cole walks over and just like shakes your hand.
I tell you guys, it's that plus 9 to hit that's saving me, because again, that lowest was 12 out of the two. The other one was like a 15. It was like, oh god.
So, I mean, how are you guys, Morena and Hemnes? How are you guys reacting?
Good job.
Well, now I just feel bad.
Amber's like, that was really impressive.
There's part of Storm that feels like I used a hammer and a shield against someone just punching. I feel bad.
Amber's like, I mean, technically, she did allow it, so it's kind of on her.
Yes, but I think the only reason I even got this far is because she released what I assumed to be a spell on me when I was on the ground.
Oh yeah, that's her hideous laughter. It's how she kind of like makes people like stop being so grumpy, like Cole sometimes. Cole's like, shut up. It was a good fight. Good job. She allowed it. Her own hubris, as Cole looks to the rest of you guys, her own hubris is what led to this. She was too confident in her abilities, and allowed Soren to get an upper edge.
It's like a lesson.
Indeed, a lesson I didn't expect to be teaching, but a lesson. Teaching moments everywhere.
No, but I do stand by. I should not have won that because of the spell I could not overcome.
Rematch.
She gonna kick my ass. I would be surprised if she demanded another one. Like, all right, fuck boy.
In the next rematch, then we'll actually do fists, and she won't be able to cast magic, and then that'll be fair.
Yeah.
That sounds fair.
After a few minutes, they have given you potions. You're back to full health.
Oh, okay.
After a few minutes, you see Bailey coming in with a towel on her head as she's wiping it, and she pulls it off. She's bald now.
Oh no.
I knew it.
Oh, babe, you didn't have to do that.
I keep my word.
I'm sure you do.
I'm nothing but a person of honor.
Well, I mean, I am as well, but there would be no honor lost. You didn't have to do it.
Hey, I put my reputation on the line. I almost had you.
Yeah. And you can tell that Soren genuinely feels bad. Like, you should have won that.
But I didn't. It was my own fault. I was too gung ho. There was a time when when you were on the ground. I could have. That was a perfect moment. It was my own hubris. I could have taken you out. You were on the ground. I could have just done like ground and pound. Just you couldn't have done anything.
You're right. I couldn't have. Like I said, I should have lost.
But I, the one that broke the spell, because I wanted to see what you could do, and now I know. Now, next fight, she's going to look at you like determination. Now, next fight, I'm not going to do that. If you go down, you're going down.
I assume so, yes.
But yeah, Chad, how you feeling?
Let's go. Punch Chet in the face.
I don't want to get punched in the face.
How convenient that you don't want to get punched in the face.
I mean, look at me.
Go
and then look at
Bay,
you.
huh? Yes. You don't think it's your turn to get punched in the
How many do you want to go?
You know what? Let's do it.
Yay!
All right. Bailey's going to be like, really?
Yeah, do you want to do it right now, or do you want to do it another day?
We'll do it another day.
Okay.
I won't
Yeah.
cast spells on you.
We'll do, and you said you're a Sun Soul?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you?
Way of Mercy.
I was expecting him to be like, you'll find out tomorrow.
No, just
Who-
straight up,
who
like
t-
Way of Mercy.
Who taught you that?
My grandfather.
Interesting. Not many people have that. Well, I have a feeling I am going to look much worse for wear tomorrow. No offense, Soren, but Hemnes can steal my life.
Well, I can give it back too.
Yeah, I'd rather I'd rather that.
Give me back my life.
So, Miranda, how you feeling?
Excited.
You excited to fight us?
Yeah.
Bay at this point is sitting on the edge of the arena, just sitting at, he's kind of like up a little bit, so sitting down. So you guys, when you guys want to do the sparring match, we can do it later today. We can do it a different day.
Oh, I thought we were going to do it today.
I mean, just wanted to make sure.
I mean, that's up to everybody. I don't really care.
Well, I shouldn't be the only one getting my ass kicked today, so let's do it today.
If we're going to do it today, then I got a question for Cord. Cole, yeah. I don't know why I keep saying
Cord?
Cord.
Cole will be like, Cole, who is polishing his blade. What?
So when we were talking yesterday, you mentioned that creatures couldn't be summoned inside.
Uh-huh.
There's this... If we're going to be doing the sparring match, there's this new spell I want to try out. It involves summoning a hound. Do I need to do that outside first?
Oh, we're gonna fight outside.
Oh, well then never mind.
I'm not gonna have you guys sling spells willy-nilly in here. And that spell room's not that big.
It's made for individuals casting spells versus a sparring of spells, I assume.
Oh, it's made for no more than 2 people.
Willy Nilly is a country minstrel.
What? And Cole's like, what are you talking about? As Ivy walks back into the room with a broom in her hand. Are we fighting?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
She's
I
just
mean, that you guguys are in charge of the show. We're just along for the ride.
immediately Ivy's like, I hold on now. We didn't want to control what you want to do. We just, if you guys wanted to.
Stops and looks at Bay. Really? You know, like no one wants to declare when and where fights are happening in the house or anything.
You want to go again right now?
You can tell he's joking.
Look, I play by my own rules. The fact that I'm here is mean I'm playing by some of theirs. You know the last time I had someone fight me? A long time.
Right now?
5 minutes ago.
So, Cole's going to walk up. So the main reason we're doing this, all of your emotions are good to have in check, but Morena, this is specifically for you.
Okay.
Do you understand why?
Yes.
Cole's going to look at you. Then why are you being so sheepish about it?
Not. I'm for it.
The prophecy has been foretold.
The prophecies.
Cole's gonna look to Chet. Does she fully understand the gravity
I don't remember as player. Did we have that conversation?
about if her mind were to break, how she could
Yeah.
she would pretty much explode magical energy?
Yeah. Did we talk about that? I don't remember as a player.
Yeah,
I
yes. Chet got a one-on-one back at the factory.
No, I'm asking, did Chet and Morena talk?
No,
about
Chet and
that?
Morena never did.
Okay. That's
You,
what I'm.
yeah, no, yeah. You
clarifying.
specifically didn't do that on purpose because you didn't want to freak Morena out.
Well, I did not.
I thought Miranda already knew.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Explode?
didn't she have another conversation with somebody else?
About, I think you talked about
Yeah.
how there would be a split. I don't think it was the full like the full.
I thought Parthon talked to her about it.
No,
Yeah,
it was that other doctor at the Artificer.
The bugbear dude.
No, it was that elf named like Steve or Greg or.
He
something
talked
like
about the split. I don't think he talked about the gravity of the split, like
Yeah,
what that
he
would
was
be.
just like, you should be aware that.
And
Yeah,
it wasn't
so,
like
you
the
know.
full weight of what would happen if that happened. Like, your mental stability is bad. You should be worried about that.
Because before he could, he.
I
had
feel like
potions exploding.
he did have a conversation like that though with someone.
It wasn't the full thing.
Right
It
after
was-
the fight.
It wasn't. I know it wasn't the full thing though. Like I'm saying, it was bad things will happen. You never got
and
the
then he
full
had to run away
gravity.
'cause the potions were
okay.
exploding.
Yeah, everything was exploding, so it was like, get back over here. Okay.
Because he was
So-
like, yeah, Parthon will probably tell you more. And so he reported to Parthon the findings, and that's why Parthon had the conversation with you.
Yeah.
All right.
It's hard. I know it's hard to, when everyone's here all the time to hear everything. It's kind of hard to be like, my character didn't hear that, or my character didn't talk about this, and who talked to who about what. Especially when it's been like a long time.
That's why I wanted to ask, because I'm like, I don't.
Yeah,
really
she
remember.
she know.
Yeah, because you specifically said, like, I don't know if I should tell her because I don't want to cause that to be worse right
Gotcha.
now.
Okay.
So you know that Morena knows that her mind is in
So
a
yes, I
vulnerable
will
place.
tell him no. I have not had that conversation.
Okay, so Morena, if you could have a seat right here,
Don't explode.
and he's gonna wheel back in the same thing that he showed you guys, did with you guys. You all should probably see this as well. This is Parthon's rendering of what would happen if your mind broke. In the sense of if your aberrant being of the mind shattered your reality, as you have already shown that you can break the barrier between planes of existence during traumatic experiences. When you were younger, you proved that. We are worried because at your power that you are now, if you were to break, you could potentially rip a hole between planes of existence. And he's going to step back and allow it to happen. And this is like a rendition of, you see Morena, as it's playing. Keep in mind that this is a rendition. This is, it's not actually going to happen. It will show the deaths of you three, though. And you see you three are been like impaled and dead and around as Morena's on the ground. You see as waves of psychokinetic energy, whoom, whoom, in domes around her as it. And because each time it happens, the thickness and color of the line goes from barely visible to deep purple and deep black as it begins to eventually expand, as you see an individual running towards Morena become ripped in pieces. So like brain explodes, just ripped in pieces as it enters into the space. As you see, individuals who would enter into Morena's area would not be able to comprehend the magical force that would be impacting their brain. They would die. And then he continues on. You see Morena's own head begin to crack with dark black lines as light begins to pour out from it. A sickly purple hue comes out as Morena holds her head, leans down, eyes going back to that inky black with the black tears coming down. as the ground begins to crack and break and warp reality. You see instances of the Feywild come in, instances of the elemental plane of air, fire, water, earth. The abyss comes into the Shadowfell. All these different things begin to spiral around as Miranda lifts off, as the crack goes more down her body. And then in an instant, Miranda gets twisted into her own being and absorbed into the energy as a large chaos gate opens. And things begin to get pulled in from around as it begins to eat more and more and more of the surrounding material plane until it stabilizes. And you see it everything zooms out, and by the time it stabilizes, you're about at the size of the capital city in total, of how much land it has eaten. As Cole turns it off. We don't want that to happen. So we need you, Marina, to gain more control, and that is one of the reasons why you have the ring that you do. So no one can scry upon you. No one can learn, and I have a ring for you as well, a mind shielding ring of my own collection I'm going to give you. Unfortunately, it requires you to attune to it, and you will have less other things you can attune to. But it will keep your mind intact.
So Miranda's going, after seeing like impaled bodies of the party.
It was all fake.
Yes, but she's still like mortified, pale, and shaking from that because of the very thought of it. And she's gonna look at Cole and just be like, "Then help me."
As you see, Cole will stand there as he like leans up. You see Bay, Ivy, and Amber all come over and kneel down in front of you, and like each put their hand on you and go, "First, sweetie, that's what we're here for. That's why we were chosen. We had our own issues with our own emotions and mental states, and that's why we've solidified ourselves in these elements, and we want to help you." And Amber's like, just like you're one of my heroes. And like the fact I get to help you makes me so happy. And like she kind of like tears up a bit. She's like, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Bay's like, stop it. Bay's like, do you need help? I can cast calm emotions to equal you out. For right now, it's tiny steps as she's going to cast calm emotions, and you feel the dread and anxiety begin to mellow away as you relax more. We're here. We have all week to help you with this. We have all week to get you into a place where... And then Ivy's... where that mean Mr. Ubrin can't bother you anymore. You're going to show him what for.
That's so cute.
And then Cole's like, and you also have Chet here.
And Miranda's just gonna like reach her arm out and try and grab hold of his hand.
Gonna reach out and grab it?
Yeah.
No, just get away from me, you atom bomb!
Woman.
I know you must be concerned about the likelihood of that happening. That is worst case scenario. Another person you can look to is going to look to Hemnes. Is Hemnes. Hemnes, through being a monk, has trained in the art of understanding, especially with the Way of Mercy, understanding the intricacies of a body and keeping everything in balance. So, would be a good one to talk to if you needed it. Soren has good range of his emotion between composed and absolutely batshit crazy.
It's neat.
So after seeing that, I think we should take the afternoon to everyone recuperate, and we can spar later. Now, don't worry, Morena. We're only going to knock you out. If it happens. Is that okay? Are you still feeling up to it?
Yes.
Good. We're going to use this as an experience to show you how we use our own season and element with our own mental, emotional state to see how we work together as a team. And how each one of you can fulfill a role within the team and work together. And then you'll have nothing to worry about. Is that okay?
Very
Good.
much so.
Amber, I think we need some tea and cookies. She's gonna be like, oh yeah, it sounds great. Guys, let's go. We're gonna need a few, so let's go get those and just leave the 4 of them just alone for a little bit so they can talk. Okay, love you, bye. And like leaves. You see Ivy sits on her broom, and her broom just and flies off.
Witch!
A springtime witch, not a spooky time witch.
That's
It's like the one from Bewitched.
Kinda. Okay, so you guys are alone in the room. Nana's off taking an afternoon nap.
Soren, good job.
Thanks. I still feel bad.
I know, but
You can tell that Soren just feels like it's a tainted victory. He's like, I should have lost.
So it's just you four. Anything you guys want to talk about?
Well, that was knowledge that we learned. It'll be fine. It's us. We'll figure things out. Go Stormbreaker. His sword's trying to get anyone to interact here. Come now. I know this is not... Okay, I get it. I'm more used to having end-of-world news more often. So take it from me as, I guess, the residential expert out of the group. We'll figure it out.
Morena, how are you feeling?
just completely ignore Soren. Like, Soren, shut up. Morena, how are you?
Soren's like, trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Well, no, he's saying we will figure this out as a group.
Oh my god. So Morena's not feeling as dread as she did before the calm emotions, so now she's just silent and thinking. Not very talkative.
Anything you want to add, Hemnes?
I thought I looked pretty neat dead.
Well, I mean, it's either alive or dead with you, as far as I can tell from your monk way. So, I mean, it's probably something balanced about seeing yourself alive and seeing yourself dead.
Typically, one wouldn't see oneself dead unless they were a ghost.
I mean, that may be true. So I guess it gives you a little bit of perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't exactly fear death. If I die, my plan is still to go to a place called Valhalla, which will be nice with lots of food and beverage and friends. Maybe even my father, which would be interesting. But again,
And Miranda's like, I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm sorry. Like when I heard Hemnes say that, all I was thinking was like, yeah, damn, I still look hot.
damn boy,
That ass!
boy,
Thick! Damn, boy, he's thick! Look at them hooves!
Yeah. I'm sure this is not exactly the easiest thing to hear going on, but we are the Stormbreakers. We are a family. If anyone can figure this stuff out, it's going to be us and the people we have made alliances with and other members that are part of us. I know this seems detrimental and quite daunting, but if we let that be the overwhelming power and feeling here, then it will be. You have to understand it. We will get through this. We are stronger together. Chet, I know she is your love, and you care about her a great deal. Use that to fight for her even harder. Do not use it as a way to be sad about it. Morena, clearly you're the center of that particular thing, but you know now what is possibility. Use that knowledge to further yourself to fight against it. Hemnes, you're stuck with us, but you will be a vital member of this team.
Absolutely. As long as I'm here, you got me.
I appreciate the attitude, Hemnes. This is why you will make a wonderful Stormbreaker, and I look forward for more battles in the future. Come now, Chet. You want to fight for her, don't you? It's Soren. He does the pep talk.
If you give me like a split second to respond.
No, I feel like that's how. Come now, Chet. You want to, and that's where Chet's going to be like,
He
and just.
literally just keeps rambling, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's Soren. It's what
I mean,
he does.
to be fair, he has rambled a lot in the past. So, Chet, feel free to interject whenever.
no, I'm just gonna let you ramble.
Oh, he's done. That's what I'm saying. She
That's
just
when
asked
he
like
stopped.
Chet, and he stopped. So how does Chet respond?
I don't even know anymore. Just move on.
Move on. He's
Move
talking
on.
directly
You're killing
to
time.
you.
So after a few moments, Chet will stand there in contemplative silence, looking at everyone, looking at Morena. We'll say. After a few moments, Ivy comes back with on her broom, holding 2 trays, one with cookies, one with tea. Hello. Who likes peanut butter cookies?
Yay!
We have a bunch of different types of tea. It's good for relaxation. You see Nana's like, you just hear, just walking. Did someone say tea?
It's not your kind of tea, Nana.
What do you mean?
It ain't sweet tea.
No one around here. I'm gonna go make some. We're gonna make it nice, some nice sun tea. Just leave it out in the sun for a while, let it really steep. That's the guest time. All right. How'd your fight go, by the way? Did you win?
Yes.
Oh, I knew it. The fates told me you were gonna win. Well, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna stand in the sun for a little bit.
Sun, no, she doesn't have to. She just leaves the pitcher in the sun. It's not like you absorb the energy of the sun and then put it in the
It's
tea.
just like gets her energy from just a solar panel.
She is not a plant.
Photosynthesis.
That's super adorable.
Nanosynthesis.
Just like walks out, puts the picture on the porch, stands there like the next 10 minutes.
After a few minutes, she's just glowing brightly. So everyone, they all come back with different types of cookies and different types of tea, all in the sparring room. They're just like, normally we don't have food in here, but just puts down on. Yeah, it's fine. Everyone doing okay? Does anyone need a juice box?
Soren's like.
He says, kind of like jokingly.
Boxes of juice.
You're gonna eat some orange slices.
You just turn Soren's got like the orange rind in his mouth.
Well, then eat, drink, and relax. We will spar once everyone is feeling ready. That good for everyone?
Yeah.
Well, then that's what we're gonna call tonight's session episode. Session. Episode.
It's just
Tomorrow.
your turn.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
This is a short rest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
It's definitely a short rest. If you need to do anything short rest, do it.
My arcane recovery.
Miranda, you can't do anything. I don't think you haven't done any spells, so you don't need to do any sorcery
Nothing
points.
The long rest, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Soren, you're fine.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys so much once again for being here. Can't wait for us to continue
On the 18th.
on the 18th. I was like, wait, I had to think of math. On the 18th for this. It should be a good time. I'm excited for the Stormbreakers fight against the Four Seasons.
The 4 seasons of the apocalypse.
No! Oh, the Rock Apocalypse, as Bay would want it.
The hotel. The 4 seasons.
So, Tristan, want to roll us down?
We are playing today. We just finished, meaning this video will go up on YouTube on Monday. And then that means Thursday will be History Check talking about this session. We will not be playing next Friday due to our DM being absent.
I'm
and us
moving.
helping him be absent. So then you said the 18th we'll be playing again.
Yes. Stop it. The 18th we're playing again. History, yeah, everything will be great and dandy. Salmon, take us away.
If you like Vampire the Masquerade, come check out the show on the RPG table tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be on there as Dr. Sexy. Also, if you like other random streams, including ones like Doki Doki Literature Club, you can check out our DM's private channel, Tragic Backstory. I put that in the link as well. And if you like Shiny Click Clack Math Rocks, check out Nerdy Encounters. She has a personal store on Etsy. The link to that is in chat. There's also links to other streamers and gamers that we support and we love, so give them a follow.
They're all really cool. So, thank you guys so much once again for being here. Can't wait to see you next time. And so, until then, bye!